Hello, this is Torai. This time, the character we'll be looking at is Kula, who plays the heroine in Est's story. During the peak of online matching in 2000, many users were charmed by Kula, which led to a famous phrase about Kula.
Don't be fooled, she's bad.
Despite her cute, delicate look, she had 4th generation performance, and with simple national combos, everyone wanted to play Kula. Kula's name was made by adding aura to the opposite of K, and it turns out that the aura is actually the same aura as the aura mode we know.
Shall I say it one more time? Don't be fooled, she's a bitch. Alone.
It's enough. This is Kala's long range A. The attack judgment is much further forward than the figure judgment, so it's decent, and although it's a long range basic move, you can also cancel into a skill. Compared to Iori's signature zoning move D, it has similar priority, so it would be very useful if another character had it. However, it also has a major flaw. It can miss opponents with a low crouching stance. Next is close A. Honestly, there's absolutely no reason to use something like this. But like with ranged A, there's a flaw where you can't hit sitting or small opponents. In conclusion, whether it's ranged or close, standing A is useless. Next is crouching A, a basic move that's never needed or useful. It's a basic low light move, but it can't be chained with repeated presses. You can combo it, but how do you land a crouching A? It resembles an uppercut, so I tried it, but it's useless as an anti-air. Since he stretches his leg while crouching, you might think even A would hit low, but it's not even a low attack. His grounded A attacks are bad, but his jumping A is different. It starts up pretty quickly and can even counter enemy attacks. One downside is that the hit stun on the opponent is too short, so it's hard to follow up with a combo. It only works at low heights. Because it starts fast and attacks downward, it can land as a rising overhead and even hit crouching opponents with small stances, like lightning. If Kim Gable has a close range C, then Kula has a far B. Throwing it from this barely in range distance will really annoy your opponent. It has a very fast startup and long reach, and it can even interrupt a short hop in the middle. Even though it's a long-range normal move, it can also be linked into combos. Far B can also be rapid-fired, and unless you're at a really far distance, this can also be linked into combos. Perhaps since a female designer created this character, the basic B move resembles a figurine. You can cancel it into a special move, but compared to other basic moves, its startup is slow. You likely won't use it often, but you can combo by repeatedly pressing standing B. You can also use it as a simple stylish combo, and the damage is pretty good. Just 2 of these combos can take away half of your opponent's health. Crouching B activates 1 frame slower than Far B. It moves incredibly fast, and is a much longer normal attack than other characters. If you spam Crouching B, you can usually get about 4 hits. Additionally, despite being a low attack, you can still cancel it into a special move. Each B in the combo cancels into a special move, and all Bs can be linked. Using these low sweeps, you can quickly inflict significant damage. I only used the low sweep 3 times, but Yanghua's throw nearly kills you. It's a brutal basic move. Jump B is for air-to-air situations. It's not insanely powerful, but it's good for escaping or knocking down an opponent who's chasing you. It seems long, but it's a short-range C attack. Looking at the hitbox, there's no attack area at the tip of the ice. Anyway, since there's the all-purpose long-range B for zoning, there's even less reason to use it. You can cancel moves from long-range C, so missing a close C still gives you an advantage. But no one would intentionally use it like this. This basic close C has made Kula much easier for beginners. Close C has 2 hits, and you can cancel either hit at any time. The startup is the fastest among Kula's basic moves, and since you can also cancel it into a jump, you can catch an opponent who moves behind you during the close activation by grabbing them with B in the opposite direction. Mode cancel is easier for Incheon to use than for other characters. Honestly, for Kula, mode cancel is a basic skill that Incheon should have. For characters with low crouch height, the first close attack hit misses. Standing C is an anti-air normal used only in urgent situations. But honestly, despite what I just said, its performance is actually pretty good. While his hair tip has no hitbox, with the right timing, it cuts through almost anything. It seems slow due to its recovery, but its startup is as fast as crouching B, so it's actually quick. Though it's a normal move and can't be cancelled, its high guard crush value breaks the opponent's guard quickly. This is the main move you'll use, Jump C. The motion and hitbox match Jump A, but startup and recovery differ. For Jump A, the fast startup and short recovery make combos difficult. Jump C also covers the whole descent like A, but has better recovery. Jump C's strength is clear when your opponent is cornered. Even if you just spam short hop C, many players can't handle it, and its strong low attack makes it very solid. Just looking at the hitbox, it's a really great long-range move. However, it has a very slow startup at 8 frames, and although it's a 2-hit attack, there's a long gap between the first and second hits. The active frames for the first and second hits are 3 frames each, but there's an 11-frame gap between them. Even with a good hitbox, it's still useless. Close C is good, but sometimes close D is better. Both hit twice, but D is 3 frames slower than C. The gap between the first and second hit is 9 frames with C and 3 frames with D. So C is good for setting up, but it's risky, while D is safer. For characters with a small crouching height, Kula's close C first hit doesn't connect, but close D can trigger a pre-tile. That's why close D is often used for setups, or when fighting characters with a small crouching height. It's a versatile crouching D. Kula's slowest low basic move has average startup compared to top tier characters. If you use it alongside Inshinju, who also excels at low sweeps, Kula will dominate him. Good for zoning, but usually used with a combo cancel. Kula, skilled at pressuring opponents in the corner, uses combo cancels and strong Jangtong to disrupt their timing. If the punch attack aims downward, the Jump D's hitbox is slightly longer horizontally. The move is average, but can be used as an instant overhead. Only the instant jump overhead hits regular-sized opponents. Oddly, when you attempt a super jump instant overhead, the graphics overlap, but it doesn't connect. Since you use it during back jumping, it's safe even if you mess up. Against characters with low crouching height, even a rising jump instant overhead won't connect. For others, only the A instant overhead will work. This jump move works for air to air and air to ground. Use it at the jump start for air to air, or while falling for air to ground. The opponent's guard causes very long block stun. If you make them guard with just the tip of your foot, you can safely use Kula's golden hook move as well. This is Kula's special move, the original punch. Used alone, it forcefully knocks the opponent away. However, there's little reason to use this special move by itself. It's usually combined with a strong normal attack. In a combo, the knockback effect is gone, letting you deal more damage. However, if you press it too late, the combo won't connect, or even if it does, it'll knock the opponent away like this. This special move is always part of the standard combo. This is the low move slider shoot. Use this special move carefully and judge distance. Using it too close leaves you vulnerable. This is Kula's special move, so even if you're planning to rush in, you should aim to hit at the maximum range whenever possible. There's little difference in recovery time between the two. This special move can even beat Billy's nasty special move. And of course, as you'll see later, it can easily dodge projectiles coming at you, including Actena's projectile. Next is Critical Ice, a special move great for surprise attacks during basic exchanges. It has long range and is faster than normal projectiles, making it hard for opponents to react unexpectedly. However, its downside is vulnerability to counters. Even from a distance, counter-move characters can handle Kula's attack easily. This is Kula's broken weapon, Diamond Brex. Its properties change entirely based on strength. Using it lightly activates it quickly and can knock down the opponent. The decisive reason why Brex was considered a scam in the video is the level of stiffness it causes to a guarding opponent. Don't be fooled, she's a real trickster. So by using this for corner pressure, you can keep using Dakinser's light Brex at close range. Only Gaken's grab, invincible grabs, or rushing moves can break this pattern. If your character lacks these 3 attacks, keep guarding until a guard crush occurs. Next is Brex, portrayed as a strong character. Even if it connects, the opponent doesn't fall, but the stun lasts a while. When strong Brex hits, follow up with a jump attack. This is the anti-air move, Krobaichi. While reviewing the piece report, I joked you should only use the strong version like a real man, but for Kula, the strong version is clearly better than the weak one. First, if you look at the hitboxes, the strong version is much better than the weak one in terms of startup and anti-air ability. On top of that, neither the weak nor the strong version has any invincibility. If you use the strong version in the field, opponents who tech out recover first. If you hit them in the air, Kula recovers first. Use the strong version because a cross counter greatly benefits Kula. After a cross counter, use strong Sping and strong Sung Young as follow-ups. With another pattern, you can force an aerial recovery and disrupt the opponent's stamina. It's hard to judge because stamina depends on the timing between jump attacks and dashing. This is Counter Cell, known for reflecting projectiles, but doing so from long range isn't very useful. On hit, it has the effect of forcing the opponent into a knockdown. Finish your combo with Counter Cell, then backdash to use Strong Brex. If the opponent guards Strong Brex, Kula still creates another favorable situation. Counter Cell's drawback is that reflecting from afar is pointless, as the gauge barely fills. It's better to use Spin to smoothly transition and quickly charge the gauge. Landing Counter Cell as anti-air guarantees big damage. Even with careless Spin, you can land 3 hits and finish with Kang Sung Yang. In the morning, if the mode is on, you can easily deal big damage with a stylish special move. Ray Spin is the overpowered move that made Kula a top-tier character. Since I already showed you everything Ray Spin can do, there's nothing left to explain. One thing to be careful about is that when you use it by itself, you need to make sure it hits at the very end of its range to stay safe. He quickly follows up by shooting a projectiles. I've already shown you how to deal big corner damage with this, but its quick activation doesn't make it completely safe. If you go too deep on the first spin, you can't win. Now I'll try a deeper spin. You can finish with several different patterns by using the sliding as a follow-up move, the sliding. Kula's signature move, Diamond Edge, uses 1 or 2 energy bars. It's rarely used alone and usually deals high damage when super cancelled. Even beginners can do basic combos and low attacks with insane damage. This is the max move, Freeze Execution. It activates faster than you might think, so it actually hits pretty often. It's also handy for wearing down your opponent. This special move, Edge, was made to be used strategically. If it hits, it reduces your opponent's discipline by 1. Using Rakachora either means you're treating your opponent like a rookie or signaling you want an all-out brawl. From the perspective of the person on the receiving end, it's an incredible humiliation. The opponent spends 2 full energy bars and causes only minimal damage. This move could ruin friendships, so let's avoid it if possible. This is the Max 2 Super Move Freeze combination. This move attacks from the start, and since it's a split judgment, you'll get hit if you're unaware. I'll demonstrate a simple, exquisite combo, then end the video. If you enjoyed this collaboration video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment.